Hi guys! I'm super excited to chat with you today about Star Wars The Bad Batch. Now this new Disney Plus series kicks off with a 70-minute, almost movie-like special episode today, May the 4th. May the 4th be with you guys. Listen, Star Wars fans everywhere are going to be so excited and so over the moon with this. I am going to give you my review right now, you guys. Hopefully you've already seen it. If you haven't, listen, what are you waiting for? Go watch that, then come back here. Or watch this, then go watch it. But listen, it's out now. Check it out. You guys do not want to miss this. All right, let's get into it. Before we do, I'd love it if you take 1 second and hit that subscribe button. Hey, Tessa from Mama's Geeky here. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel. Okay, guys, so this review is going to be solely about this 70-minute long, incredible episode. There will be some light spoilers, but I am going to keep this more or less spoiler free. So don't worry if you haven't seen it yet. But if you do want to go in completely blind, then maybe just wait and watch this after. It's out now, so be sure to check it out. Now, you guys, oh my gosh. First of all, a huge thank you to Disney Plus for sending me over a screener for this so I could check it out early. Oh my gosh, I watched it so many times. This is amazing. Now, I'm a huge fan of Star Wars The Clone Wars. If you haven't seen my family's reaction to the final few episodes, those are up here on my channel, so be sure to check those out. But this feels like it perfectly fits into this universe. It's the exact same style. I mean, it basically looks like the next season, right, of the Clone Wars, which I think is basically what it is. It picks right up with Order 66. We get to see these awesome clones. I mean, some of my favorites are the Bad Batch. I mean, who doesn't love them? I love Crosshair and Wrecker, and I mean, all of them. Echo, oh my gosh, Echo. I could talk about Echo all day. Just all of them, and it's so amazing. My favorite thing about this is that they are all voiced by the same person, which is crazy. I do have an interview up with him, so be sure to check that out if you haven't already. It went up yesterday. But yeah, listen, oh my gosh, this show, I had chills right from the start. I felt like I was back in this world that I love so much of the Clone Wars, and there's some crazy stuff going on here. Not only right now, obviously, Order 66 has happened, and all of the clones are starting to turn on the Jedi, and for some reason, most of the members of the Bad Batch are not part of this order. They're not believing in this order. It's not working on them. And why would that be? Is it because of the experimentation with them? I don't know. We'll have to find out. But listen, that's pretty awesome. I love that they're doing that, and it allows you to continue to love these clones. That's something that really got to me with the Clone Wars, is I fell in love with these clones, and knowing what they were going to do and that they were going to turn on the Jedi was killing me inside slowly. So to see some of my favorites not defect and not do that is pretty awesome. Really super exciting. One of my favorite parts about this is that we're going to get to explore this group, this ragtag group of clones, more and more and more. Now, of course, it might not all be going according to plan. I mean, there's, like I said, most of this group, most of the Bad Batch is not reacting to Order 66. You will have to watch and get a little more into what's happening here within the dynamic between all of these clones. Oh my gosh, I could go on and on. I'm trying to keep this super spoiler free. We also get a new addition of someone else named Omega, this little girl. She's adorable. She's sassy. I kind of love her. I love her attitude. I love who she is. And I love how she just immediately comes up and starts chilling with the clones, sits down to have lunch with them. I mean, she's awesome. What we find out about her is really exciting. And I'm glad they give us all of this information in the first episode, and I think that's why it makes sense for this to be, it's 70 minutes long, it's full of action, but it's also driving the plot forward and setting up for an entire season, maybe entire series of this show. That's one of my favorite parts about this. I think it was perfect. Let's throw everyone back in there. Let's give you over an hour of content so that you can really dive back into this world, remember what it is like to be hanging out with these clones, and see what is happening with them, and set up for a lot of stuff that's gonna happen moving forward. There are many moments that I had chills just watching this. I was so excited to be back in this world, like I said. But there's also a lot of humor in this. It's really funny. You don't have to have watched the Clone Wars. I had a friend ask, do I have to have watched the Clone Wars before watching this? No, you can dive back into this. They do a pretty good job of glossing over what happened, kind of saying, oh, like remember when this happened and this happened and this happened? So you can kind of get the idea of it. I still highly recommend watching the Clone Wars. I think it will give you more of a love and appreciation for these clones and just for this version of the Star Wars universe. But you don't have to have watched it. I say, if you haven't watched it already, dive in now. Start with The Bad Batch. If you like it, then maybe go back and watch the Clone Wars so that you get a little more context as to everything that's going on, especially with the clones. However, not necessary, just will help you appreciate it a little bit more. Honestly, though, I can't find anything wrong with this. I was sucked in for the entire 70 minutes. The time flew by. I couldn't believe it was already over. Luckily, I have seen the second episode, so stay tuned for that review when it comes out on May 7th. But seriously, this is a perfect setup for bringing us back into this world. They do a great job. They bring you back. They sort of explain everything that's been going on. The Emperor looks amazing. I love a good villain, and I love the Emperor, so I was excited to see him. We also get to see some of Tarkin back, and of course you get these clones in the Bad Batch and this new edition of Omega, which I'm really excited to see where that's going to go. There may be some other people showing up, and there's definitely some other people showing up later on in this season. Straight from The Mandalorian, we're going to get Fennec Shand, and I can't wait to see her. If you've already seen the premiere episode of The Bad Batch, by the time you get to this review, let me know what you think down below in the comments. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. I'll also be sharing reactions to The Bad Batch episodes all throughout the season, so you don't want to miss out on that as well. And you can follow me over on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at Geeky over there, MAMASGEEKY. Thanks for taking the time to watch this, guys. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much to all of my monetary supporters, my members here on YouTube, as well as my patrons. If you haven't joined yet, please consider doing so. We have some really awesome perks, including a monthly Zoom meeting where we get to talk face to face. Thank you again to everyone who supports me.